All right, guys. So every once in a while, I do cover a DeFi project, and sometimes they are very brand new and they are very risky. So if you're not into maybe a very risky kind of coin that has a reflect thing to it, you can skip this one. It won't hurt my feelings. Obviously, do your own research because a lot of these farms don't work out. A lot of the times they go to zero. This is why I only invest a little bit into them. But sometimes you hit a coin like Drip Network. I covered Drip Network when it was $5. I put in a little bit of money. I compounded it for a few months because that's what I do. And it's worked out really well for me. I don't talk about Drip as much as I should just because it's one of my winners and I don't like to seem too braggy in this space. I'm trying to stay very humble, but I'm very, very happy that I got into Drip Network. So today, one of the guys I follow out there who helped me find this project, his name is Sir Crypto. You should look him up if you want to get into some more risky type things only. And obviously, we all will say do your own research on these kind of projects because you don't want to get into the ones that go bad. I have definitely covered a few Binance DeFi Reflectee tokens that didn't go anywhere. Are still trying to go places, and I own a couple, but I'm able to put profits from other things into these. So be very careful if you decide to get into this one I'm about to show you. This is called BABYDRIP. So obviously Drip Network has been so popular. We've seen some farming sites come out and try to get off on their putting their coin into them and having some tokenomics to help push the price of drip. So now we have our first reflect token that is built to help the price of drip and give people a way to earn drip without having to actually get into drip. Now, if you don't know a lot about drip, basically you have to lock up your tokens, you deposit them into the drip network contract. You can never withdraw them. You are given back 1% a day and for a 1 year, so you get a 365% type return on that one coin you put in, but you don't know what the price will be a year later. That's just the basics of it, so you know. So in this one, they've created a reflect-ish token, but not one that necessarily where you earn more of the token. It's one where you earn drip token. So basically, the way this can work, if we just scroll down here quickly, they have a reflect mechanism of a 10% tax. 1% of it goes into the LP for the coin. So some of the coin, it will have an automated LP pot that is growing. 1% means it's not going to be growing super fast. That's not going to push the price necessarily. We are going to need holders to want to come in and hold these tokens and be trading them. Now, there's also a 2% fee that goes to the marketing of the coin. I'm not getting paid for making this video, but my address will be in the description if someone wants to send me a tip. Thank you. But we're going to go ahead and talk about this 7% that is used to buy drip rewards. So the contract has a certain amount of money that needs to be saved up into it in the BNB. That comes from doing the swaps on this, and then it'll eventually buy drip token and distribute it out to the holder of the tokens. So the token is doesn't have necessarily a burn mechanism, but there are some extra fees that come into place when you sell it. So that does have a tiny reflect. You see sellers get charged an extra 5% tax, which goes directly to the rewards of current holders. So when you want to get into the token, you pay a 10% fee that goes to these things. When you want to get out of the token, you pay a 15% fee with paying all of these again, and 15% going to the team. These reflect tokens like SafeMoon, like Rglass, like Flokies, they all are very interesting. They have made money for people who get into them at the right time. So when did this token launch? Just a couple hours ago. Now, the first day, these tokens run up pretty hard, pretty fast. Sorry, I didn't know about it before it came out, but I did. But it's only been out for 1 day. So if this token catches on at all, if the drip community comes over and decides to put some of their profits into this because it's another way to earn a little bit more drip, or if they just like the token because it's kind of paying homage to them, who knows where this could go. I don't know for sure, but it could end up being a token that moves a little bit. When you talk about the distribution of the token, only 10% was kept by the team. That's pretty good. 35% was put into some initial liquidity. So that's a really nice number. It does have a decent amount of liquidity in the pool for a brand new baby microcap project. And they did do 45% in a pre-sale. I didn't know about the pre-sale. I wasn't in the pre-sale. I have already bought a tiny bit of the token. Am I up? Not really. It's went up enough to where I could sell and only lose a little bit because of those 10 and 20% fees. You don't really buy this token planning to hold it, sell it, unless you're buying with big numbers, moving the market, and kind of really able to make money still paying those really large fees. So this isn't really one to trade. It's kind of one to buy and hold and see what happens. And like I said, unless you can play these, but be very careful, because with those big slippages on sells and buys, you could think you're making profit and then all of a sudden realize you did not get back as much BNB as you thought you were going to get back when you sold it. And then 10% of the token supply is going to be burned. So I don't know everything about this. I wanted to make this video really quick, really short, get it out there so you could get an idea. So get a chance to take a look at it and see if it's something you wanted to get into. There's no staking needed. You just need to hold your the coins in your wallet, and you will earn a little bit of drip token and a little bit of baby drip token. Then eventually, if you decide to sell the token, you sell and you get out, and the drip you get won't be locked up. So then you can go ahead and get into the drip community if you want by doing your first deposits for free. And that's something that is pretty cool to think about, because this project has worked out really good for everybody that got into it early, and a lot of people think that it's going to just continue to grow. I see price targets on this token around $5,000 a token, and it's currently sitting somewhere around $150. It goes up and down by about 10 or 20 bucks right now. I got into it at $5. I wish I would have got into it more, but I'm still pretty happy. So now if you want to go ahead and look at the chart, like I said, these charts are very dramatic. You can see this is where it started just a few hours ago, and we're only a few hours in, and we've already had it run up, and it topped out up here, and it fell back down to here. But this next token candle, if this one goes up higher, we could continue to go up. I don't know where this is going to end. I also don't know where fair value is on this. A lot of the value of this token will rely on the price of drip tokens, because we're getting drip rewards. But the project, if it's really popular, we're getting a little pullback while I'm filming, so this could come back down into these levels, and then maybe you could get a better buy-in if you like this. I don't know how many of you will. Also, give me a feeling if you like seeing this video on the channel. I do cover these things, and I just like to give people chances to get into things that are early, and see if it's something that they're interested in. I did take a quick look at the contract. The one nice thing is it is an exact copy of a contract that they're aware of without any variations. So that's a good thing to see, but it doesn't mean anything. I'm not a professional auditor. I don't know for sure if there's anything in here, but it is a basic copy of a Reflect token setup, where they just kind of change a few of the things about where the tokens go and what they do with those tokens. When you go ahead and look at the holders, there's only 854. Let me do a refresh. 873. So that's how early you could be. The total supply of the token is 1 trillion, I believe. Let's see. This is thousands, this is millions, that's billions, that's 1 trillion. 1 trillion on a Reflect token is actually kind of a low supply. I'm kind of surprised that they decided to go that low. So we'll have to see what happens in the future, because that is one thing that could cause this token to go up quite a bit. I mean, I know I only bought a tiny bit, like 30 million of the tokens, but if a lot of people come in and buy 30 million tokens, you could very easily get up to a much higher number of holders, could push that pretty quickly. All right, everybody, I hope you're doing well. I hope if you decide to check out the BABYDRIP project, you let me know. And if you decide to then take those monies and put them into drip community, I hope it works out for you. Again, I do like to cover these DeFi things every once in a while. I'll be doing an update on the Cub DeFi site. I am in Torum Finance as well, and that has more to do with the Torum social site I've shown you about. They have their own, I can go ahead and show it to you. They have this own little pool where you can come and stake your Tor tokens, earning 84%. So that's just something that you can do with the tokens that you earn on that platform. See, there's a torrent platform. You can do a little thing for them. So I'll continue to cover those occasionally, but the main focus of my channel is Play to Earn Gaming, but anybody who's into Play to Earn and DeFi understand the reason why some people call Play to Earn gamify is because there is kind of an aspect of playing the market in both of these things, knowing when to buy, when to sell, and being able to see something that has a chance to catch on and get big. It's the same thing in Play to Earn. Is the game good? Is Baby Drip good enough to catch some attention from a lot of people out there? We'll have to see. Thanks. Bye.